What's up, Capricorn? So this is no toxic positivity zone. So we're pretty much going to be looking at the truth as it relates to like confronting negative patterns, toxic influences, and shit that only you can change or fix in your life. For a specific group of Capricorns, that's what shadow work is. I'm not saying we're going to fix the issue, but we're going to at least confront one of a group of Capricorns demons. Shining light on it, I feel, is the best way to control it. Like the line in the description says about the greatest trick of the devil is convincing you that it doesn't exist. So maybe that's what toxic positivity does, convince you that all you need to do is wake up and say positive shit and life is just gonna boom, be all good. But no, we all have things we need to confront, face, shine the light on, fix, or whatever. So we're gonna start with the oracle to see what comes out. I don't think it's that one. Masquerade. So wearing a mask, y'all put on the front, trying to make things seem okay that are not okay. Now I'm not talking shit, although it may seem like I'm talking shit. It might seem that way during the reading because I'm Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Mercury. Mercury rules communication, so I can be kind of reckless with my mouth, but I'm definitely not being judgmental because I have Capricorn in my chart 5 times, so it might be talking about me. So with masquerade, it's like putting on a show, making things seem okay when they're not okay. But I'm going to read the message from that oracle card at the end. It's number 6. So you could be hiding some sort of pain, masking some sort of pain related to your past or childhood with this number 6. But I'm going to start looking at the tarot to see what else comes out. Can you describe Capricorn shadow a little more? I just heard shame. So shame demon. You could have shame related to something you didn't do, wish you would have did, or wish you didn't do in the past. So the whole deck was in reverse, so I flipped it over. The 10 of Pentacles. So this definitely could be related to family. It definitely could be related to money. For a lot of y'all, something happened in your family or with a family member that, oh gosh. Hold on, y'all. Okay, Capricorn. So at the bottom of the deck is the 5 of Cups. So it's something from your past that you haven't confronted, haven't allowed yourself to mourn from. You got the 5 of Cups here. So it could be a relationship you haven't allowed yourself to mourn. You're wearing a mask as if it doesn't affect you. If it's not a relationship like love relationship, for some of y'all, it would have to be like a marriage or a serious relationship that disappointed you. And you, instead of confronting it, it's kind of like you act like the emotions are not there. If it's not a love relationship, it's a mourning of like maybe somebody could have passed. You never cried or never really allowed yourself to release those emotions related to them. Or the person could still be alive and the relationship is just not what it used to be. Or something happened that you are avoiding addressing. But just because you're avoiding it doesn't mean it's not affecting you. It's kind of like it's still affecting you in a way where you're not, I feel like you don't allow yourself to open up emotionally out of fear of losing. I feel like that's why the 5 of Cups is there. I feel like you feed the situation by pretty much hiding how you feel. I just said that and then Miss Ida came out. This is about hidden things, mysteries. Is it Miss Ida is a spiritualist? So I feel like you show up as like a mystery to most people when it comes to your emotions. I also feel like I feel like if this is for you, you're an introverted Capricorn. You go into your shell a lot as opposed to expressing how you feel. That's how this energy, this shadow work, this shame demon is affecting you. So I feel like Dr. Buzzard is here because it's telling you to find balance, okay? This would be the Justice card in the original tarot. So it's encouraging you to find a healthy balance between sharing and oversharing. So some of y'all may overshare your emotions, others may not share anything. But it's definitely telling you to find some sort of balance. I feel like that's very vague, so I'm going to clarify that at the end. But it's affecting others in this Five of Swords type of way. So you get enemies. You attract drama or attract enemies because people look at you as trying to cut them down, or the Five of Swords is the energy of feeling defeated. So you make people feel defeated, maybe people who try to get close to you and they don't understand why you don't open up. With the Five of Cups and Miss Ida and Justice, they feel like you're unfair towards them. They feel like you're harsh towards them, or you are closed off in order to hurt them on purpose. But really, it's because of your wounding from your past. With the Five of Swords being how it affects others. How I feel like the root cause is something that happened in your childhood or with somebody who you've known since childhood. So for a lot of y'all, it definitely is a family member for most people, because this is showing up as the root with it at the bottom and in the middle. The root cause is got the 5 and the 6 of baskets. I feel like you don't feel comfortable with your emotions. Maybe not just not expressing your emotions, but admitting how you feel to yourself. You don't feel comfortable with the emotional side of yourself because it's something that happened. For some of y'all, it could be something that's a secret or that you never told anybody that happened in your childhood. For some of y'all, I don't know. It could have been anything from abuse to, I feel like it's different for different Capricorns. Could have been abuse in your childhood, could have been a loss of somebody from your childhood, a loss of a connection, could have been toxic parenting for some of y'all, could have been some sort of physical violation that happened to you as a child. For some, I feel like it's different for each. So why is the Father of Sticks here? I feel like this is coming out because this is what Spirit wants you to, the energy Spirit wants you to take on in order for you to balance out this energy, or to not allow this shadow to control you, because that's the whole point in shadow work, so that you don't ignore it enough for it to control you. So you got the King of Wands. This is the energy of a leader, somebody who pretty much wears their heart in their sleeve, but not in a way where people can take advantage of them. It's like, for the King of Sticks, I don't feel like being vulnerable is a weakness. I feel like you see it as, he would see it as a strength, and as something that everybody has to deal with. Not saying that your pain or whatever you went through is just like everybody else's. It could have been more than anybody else's. But I feel like it's telling you to take pride in you overcoming something from the past, or you being bold enough to express how you feel, or not be ashamed of it at all. The King of Wands is very confident, not afraid to be the first person to do something. But the King of Sticks here, he has the alcohol here and a whole lot of ingredients to do a ritual that really is pretty much about cleansing and healing. So I feel like that's what it's telling you to do. Some spiritual cleansing, spiritual bathing. The Two of Cups is here. And the Two of Cups is all about love. So it's telling you to let love in. This lighthearted energy at the bottom. Don't be scared to be lighthearted, flirtatious, regardless of what the outcome is. Because regardless of whether you receive the energy back, I feel like giving love is satisfying all on its own, regardless of what you get back, honestly. But the the Knight of Cups, the Son of Baskets in this deck at the bottom, he's a bearer of good news. So I feel like for a lot of y'all, love is definitely coming towards y'all. And it's telling you to approach it in a different way, meaning like just being fearless when it comes to expressing emotion. And that's how you can, like, this energy that's kind of latched onto you from a child that made you like ashamed to express how you feel, or fearful to express how you feel, or just not willing to do it because you know or you feel like you're gonna lose it. It's telling you to fearlessly just allow yourself to feel without worrying about the outcome, because nothing lasts forever anyway. So I'm going to read the messages for the card. Maybe a more useful message will come out from the Oracle deck for Capricorn. Number 13. No, it's number 15. Which is the number, I already said number 6. Okay. What I can't have forever, I will have for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold to me for 1 second. See? Okay. A man's face, young in the flesh and in posture, with a wide open shirt. Over him appears the most complicated hat straight from a carnival. They were pretty much describing the picture. Okay. Under the guise of Cupid, I will come to you. Under the guise of a thief, I will fly away. Maybe y'all leave love situations quickly. Well, we already went over that. Let me read the message. There is often guilt in taking the mask of Wandon. The seducer is not the master of love, neither of manipulation. He is the master of the ephemeral. I don't know what that word means, y'all. Sorry. It's spelled EPHEMERAL if you want to Google it. Of what is fleeting and brief and extreme. He is the master of the moment, and as such, he forgot all other kinds of eternity. There is guilt, if you care, because you are not building. There is guilt out of loss because you are not treasuring. There is guilt out of indifference because when you don't care, you cheat yourself of meaning and value. Sometimes there is guilt in the selfishness and the desire itself, and everything leading to pleasure, as if the only pleasure that can be shared, that can be sacred, are only those labeled as such. The masquerade is a dance. It is a road that goes in circles and ebb and flow, and always ends with the first light. Before the time comes, hold it tightly. When the time comes, let it go. So, hopefully that made some sense for some of y'all. But I'm going to pull from the Sacred Rebel deck to get some more advice for whoever this made sense for. Shock of the new. That's number 6 again. At the bottom is diving for light. Okay, shock of the new. What wild, unconventional voice is calling you? Can you hear it? It is so different and so unusual, it might be hard to decipher. Like hearing an unfamiliar language for the first time, it might be hard to discern with great clarity now, but there is an affinity between you and this strangely beautiful newness seeking to manifest. This oracle says there is a stirring at the deepest level within you. Something new will break through at the process of this birth. It may shock you. The shock will transform into great joy and a sense of tremendous liberation, but you must bear the strangeness first. The strangeness might be something that rattles your beliefs about yourself or about the world, daring you to become more of yourself, more open to where life is leading you, and more willing to be unique, sacred, more, no, hold on. More open to where life is leading you and more willing to be the unique, sacred art being crafted by the hand of the universal creator. Nature never shies away from strange beauty. She allows for endless diversity, and her sacred works are often peculiar and stunning. You live within her field of creative grace as a specially created work that also creates. You are being asked to surrender any fear you may have of being seen as exotic, unusual, eccentric, or bizarre. You are being asked to make peace with strange beauty and to take it, no, and to let it happen through you in creative flow. Perhaps you need to allow your conventional ideas of beauty to become even more inspired. What? Even more inspired and open. Perhaps you can allow your need for the world to behave according to your fixed ideas to fall away. You will receive so much more in its place. This oracle comes with a special message for you. There are rumblings and stirrings of the creative force happening within you now, deep in the undercurrents of your being. If you are very attuned or sensitive, you may have cautiously felt this already. I said cautiously, I meant consciously felt this already. With excitement, discomfort, or both. If you have not yet sensed these inner stirrings, they are happening all the same. So be on the lookout for the big shift or new birth, the shock of the new, the unconventional, the strangely beautiful, and the disturbing liberation of that which is foreign stepping into your life. This is life-changing. It is creating the stage upon which you will experience greater fulfillment. Don't be nervous if the rumble of change turns into a mighty roar that rocks boats, bursts forth as novel ideas, and changes things in a way that is out of control. This is life happening. Free fall into it. The oracle of shock of the new comes to you saying the old way is on its way out. You are being invited, dragged, nurtured, and coerced into the new. You can handle it. This oracle brings you guidance. You are about to encounter something new and different in your life. This is helpful. Don't reject it, no matter how small or insignificant or how powerful and life-changing it may seem to you. You are being asked to dispense with your reliance on the past and what has been your tool to navigate life. You have outgrown your old methods. You will have to fly by the seat of your pants, so to speak, as you experiment with new ways of being. Life will show you the way. So, out with the old way and with the new way and all of that other good stuff that they said and that thingy thing. But I'm about to start rambling because the reading is over. So I'm just gonna end it. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all got something from it. And peace.